Hello, and welcome to the Bud Show. Here we go. All right. So how we doing, folks? I've been kind of busy the last couple of days, weeks too, doing a couple different things. I've been trying to update my website, Community Preparedness Place, and actually I'm going to be introducing a new website. I'm getting into a new venture, trying to make some money so I can be happy. So what I've been doing is I'm looking into doing imports. I'm very much into the survival and the camping and emergency preparedness stuff. I hate that word because they have preparedness stuff. So what I'm going to be doing, I say we because it's a word we have to say on the internet. What I'm looking to do is do imports. I got a place over a vendor over in China that basically it's not just one. They're a warehouse, and what they do is they have several different companies over there in China because that's all they do is manufacturing over there and whatever else. And so when you want to select item, they will go out and bid out. These companies will bid to them the lowest price on whatever the product is that you request. So I'm into that right now. I very much have a contact with them, and I'm working on a contract with them, which I'm a little leery about because if you go to war, that's the end of my game. And well, we'll worry about that later on. Worry about now, not in the future. So once that gets going, I'll have that up and going. I'm trying to do that on Facebook to save myself some money instead of spending all this money on a website. I've tried that a couple times and failed and spent a lot of money and nothing. I wasted all that money for nothing. I had a couple people help me do some websites, and I appreciate that. And hopefully someday when I have the money and I'm more well established, I will contact you again, Dan, and we can get something going. All right. So, you probably want to know what the name of it is. It's called Products Importers. One more time. Products Importers. So I'm putting it on Facebook right now as a store. I'm actually putting stuff in there. I over 108 or 9 different items, which took me a couple of weeks to do. Because you got to do everything by hand. It's not the you just paste a page, because I have certain select items that I have on there, which are all kinds of military camping and survival, and emergency preparedness, stuff like that, which is quite time consuming, but I have a lot of time on my hands, so we're going to take care of that once that gets going. I do have a problem right now with Facebook due to the fact that they want to verify me, even though I have 3 or 4 pages already, and I do have I used to have Sergeant Tactical, I have Tactical Covers, I have my site, I have Community Preparedness Place, and now I have Product Importers, and they want to verify that I'm a real business, right? So, but I don't have all my business stuff done yet because it takes time to get all this, put all the money out to all these agencies that want to give you a lousy piece of paper that you got to pay $500 for. Say, look, I have tax certified. What a country we live in. So once that all comes around, so that's the hold up right now on that. So you can view the page, you can look at some of this stuff, but you can't purchase anything right now because they're holding me ransom for stupid paperwork. Anyway, so getting that all out of the way. Hold on a second. Sorry, I don't want to do any product advertising. So let's talk about current events. I really don't want to, so I'm not going to. It's the same crap. The left, the right, the up, the down, the behind groups are all trying to get Trump. Please, stop it. Especially the Democrats. I'm so tired of their like, we got to impeach him. He's going crazy. He's done all these things. And wait a minute. You said he was a great guy the last couple months, and when he blew up, somebody up in Afghanistan or something like that. Oh yeah, now we're going after North Korea. Yay! And we're all sitting there like, Oh, he leaked information. No, that's fake news. Everything that's leaked is a bunch of BS because the other side wants to get Donald Trump out. And we're not going to fall for that. American people, American voters, people that live here, that are born here, that work here, that pay taxes, don't believe any of your crap. They don't. We don't believe it. We laugh because thank God, and I thank him every day, that we have a president and a person that will take over the presidency and do the right thing. Now, he has proved himself many times. He's done all these within the 4 or 5 months that he's been in office. He's done a lot. He's done a lot. He's changed a lot of things, with the health care and the taxes and all that kind of stuff. Everybody wants to get their dig in because they think they're better. They're better than us because they're representing the people. Bullshit. You're not representing. You're representing yourselves and your little constituents and people who want to pay to play. That's all you are. Except for one person. That's Donald Trump. Now you may have problems with him. You don't like him and everything like that. No, I'm saying he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Just don't run that concept because but anyway, we'll come back to that some other day. That yeah, he has his faults. He may say things that he shouldn't say, and I'm not talking about he said things, he told secrets to the Russians. I doubt that very much. I think more here's my theory. I think it's McMaster, his constituent that's in there now, and the Russian guy. I think those are the two people that are leaking stuff out. I really do. But we'll find out because God has a way of bringing people's faults out and lies out. So, and we've seen that already. So, give the guy a break. I mean, he's trying to do a job, and you people are stomping all over, which is ridiculous. It really is. It's ridiculous. And let me tell you right now, if you're one of those that you're against Donald Trump and you're a Democrat or you're a Republican or you don't like the way the system is, and you're attacking our president because you want things your way, people, let me ask you one question. These people are let's say Donald Trump gets kicked out of office for some reason, some made up reason. It's going to be some made up reason. Who are we going to put in there? Oh, maybe the same people that screwed this country to begin with, all over again? The New World Order? Bullshit. We as a people in this country and in other countries do not want the New World Order. One world government telling us what to do, what we can't do, and making us prisoners and slaves for the rest of our lives. But history repeats itself. If you look in the Bible, God freed his people from Egypt. That could very well happen all over again. But, well, I don't think so because I'm really highly educated. No, you're not. We're all on the same level. Our mouths do our talking and our actions, not our bodies. So, anyway, on that note, give the president a break. Let him do his job. And the reason you can't see, you're so negative against the president. Same thing with the news media. See, I watch CNN say all kinds of stuff about him. I keep coming back to, well, he's under investigation with the Russian thing. All these agencies said that he's not. So where are they getting that information from? Oh, yes, propaganda. Believe me, I have 7 fingers on my hand, not 5. 7 fingers. Now remember that because I'm the news media. I told you that. 7 fingers on my hand. That's the same crap you see every day. And you said, well, maybe that's true. Oh, my God. Research what's going on before you watch the news. So the news tells you, this is how it is. This is the way it is. Mind control. Mind control. Propaganda. You don't see it because you're just going, hey, I got my own things. You don't care. Wake up. Because once you don't wake up, they got you. And the only thing that you're going to be going, yay, Donald Trump's out of the office. You're going to be like, how come I got handcuffs on? Where are you taking me? What are we doing here? What do you mean I got to work and I don't get no money for it? We're in the new world order now. Ah, there's evidence of it all the time. Look around. Don't just go to CNN and all this other crap. Look all over the place. Educate yourself, people. That's what I did. And I don't go to just certain websites and that website. I go to all different ones and look and see what they're saying. And they're saying the same thing. Maybe it's true. It's funny how everybody has their own attitude and they're leftists, they're rights, they're communists, socialists, whatever. I don't care about that crap. You want to be a communist? Go to Russia. See what happens to your ass over there. Go ahead, speak out and destroy stuff and protest. The only thing you'll hear is a bang! I don't know what happened to that guy. Shot his mouth off. That could very well happen here too one day. Not by the United States, but other countries that want to come over and take over. So anyway, let's get off that subject because I'm sure you're going, wow, he's scaring the hell out of me, or he's going, oh God, this guy don't know what he's talking about. I'm so totally cool. I have my frappuccino. So anyway, let's talk about God for a little bit. Oh, you don't know who he is? Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Does that offend you? Am I racist? Oh my God, people, get over it. God is real. Heaven is real. Hell is definitely real. Every day we go through life and we can't figure out why our lives are so messed up. Why the world is so messed up. Why people are so messed up. They don't care about anybody. They just do what they want to do. And they embrace the evil more than they embrace good. Well, that's not the way my style. Why do we have problems in this country, in this world? Because we have homosexuals. We have transgenders and transvestites and all these other, we have people that hate people. We have people that are white that hate white people. We have black people that hate black people. Now let me just clarify that. I don't like the word black people. African American. Everybody's people. God did not make one species of a color of a person. He made several. And hate, that doesn't come from God. That comes from you. And don't give me the garbage of, well, I was brought up that way. You were brought up that way. But you have a brain and you have free will. God gave you free will to think, to understand, to know. Not to follow somebody else that you don't know where they're taking you. Do you understand that? No? Then I can help you. God is a very important thing in our lives. Every day, every second, every moment, we should be thanking Him, talking to Him, praising Him, speaking His word out in public without being afraid of going, oh, no, they're not going to like me because they think I'm some God nut, some freak. Who cares? As it says in the Bible, and it says to you, fear God, not man. Because, and again, I say this a lot, and I'm going to say it again, because when you die, man's not going to be there to back you up. Man's not going to be standing in front of you to judge you, or to talk to you, or to give you everlasting life, or throw you in hell. Man has no powers over death. Man has no power over life. Man has no power over the earth. Only God. And the sooner you learn that and understand that and get God in your life, you'll be saved on that day that comes. We think that we're in a terrible time right now. Oh, bad things are coming. Big time bad things. Can you handle earthquakes, fires, volcanoes, terrorism, explosives, tornadoes, hell, anarchy, people killing you all at once? Earth destroying itself. The ocean's coming 5 to 10 miles up over the whole country, planets, everything. That will happen. I have these visions of it. God has spoken to me about it. And that's my job, is to talk to you about it. I have other things that I'm supposed to do, but I put them off because of a fear of man and what people say. But then again, I don't care. Once I say what I say, it's out here on this YouTube thing, it's there forever. Just as God's word is there forever. This isn't a joke, folks. I'm not some crazy guy that just says stuff that comes off the top of his head. I know a lot more than you think. All my life I was put down, told I can't do anything, I'm stupid, or you're a retard, you're an idiot, you don't know anything, you don't follow the ways that we do things around here and stuff like that. Well, that's funny because I've done a lot of things in my life. A lot. Maybe more than you. Because I laugh when you got these young kids going, oh, dude, I got like this ton of the car now, and I got this, but I can't pay my bills because I don't have a job. I don't need to work, man. I just work off the government. You don't do like that. Everything you do in life, you will be judged for. Everything you say, you will be judged for, and you must be accountable for everything you said or did. Now, I'm not saying that I'm perfect, because I know there's days when I say something and I go, whoops, that's going to be written down. He said this today. He did that today. He didn't do this today. He didn't help that person. Folks, if we don't pay attention to what we're doing, we're done. And don't give me the crap that, well, the dark side, the devil's better than, he tells me better things than, I want to do things now. I don't care if I die later on. I won't die later on. I'm eternal hell. You either get eternal hell or you get eternal life. And I'll tell you right now, I'd rather have eternal life and be with the Lord and keep learning. And there's so much great things in the Bible to learn that we should know. And please do not interpret it by man's ideas or man's words. That's what pastors and preachers, that when they go to church, they interpret the Bible their way. No, God does not want that. He said it to me many times. My people are telling my children the wrong things. They're interpreting the Bible in their ideas, not in mine. Wow. I said a mouthful. Oh, I must be educated. No, I went to high school. That's it. I got educated through life, not some university. But I've done a lot of great things in my life. And that's the thing, folks. We sit here and we take life for granted. We go through our routines. We get up, we get our coffee, we go to the bathroom, brush our teeth, take a shower, we go to work, we come home, we bitch, we sleep. Sound familiar? And we think that's all there is in life. We look forward to the weekends so we can party and drink and socialize or work around the house, or do what the wife tells us or the husband tells us to do, and all this other stuff. There's much more to life. You don't get out there and experience, you ain't going to see what's going on in life. You can't live off of the internet. You can't live off of what the TV says or your neighbor says or somebody else says or somebody that's trying to throw that propaganda in your face every day so you believe in this garbage. There is more Satanism, devil worship than ever in this world. And a lot of it is in the government. That's why we have the problems with these people. Did Obama ever say, or Clinton ever say, or Reagan or any of them say, you know what? Don't worship the government, worship God. Think about that. Let me see. One president did that. Donald Trump did that. And I should tell you something right there. Now, I have my beliefs in Obama and what he did and what he stands for and why he destroyed this country. But we're not going to go into that because no one's going to believe anything that I say. because you know it. You've seen it. If you're a Muslim, oh yeah, I praise the Muslims. Oh yeah, it's good for them to kill the Americans. Well, it's unfortunate, but oh well. That's the way he was. Don't give me no shit he wasn't. There's a lot more about Obama we don't know, and it's going to come out soon. Just, the Lord told me. Oh, I have a lot more coming out. You just wait. And here's my prediction already. The Clintons, all their cronies, they'll be wearing orange soon, very soon. Remember I said that because it's coming. The Lord told me that. All those that have done the wrong deeds will follow into the hell. That's what it meant. So, let's get back on God, because that's what I want to talk about. I am weary that people do not understand how the reason that God is so important in our lives. We go to church, we smile, we say, "Yay, we're going to church. I'm saved." Da, da, da. And then we go right back out and we commit sin all over again. We do it every day. Because you know why? Because we're sinners. We are sinners. But if we know that we're not supposed to sin, then don't do it. Walk away from it. You'll see a whole different, beautiful life from not doing that. The 10 Commandments are not something that I'll pick this one out, I'll pick that one out, but I'm going to do this one, but I'm going to do that one, I'm going to do this one here. God has a checklist when he comes and he looks at you and goes, okay, you did 3 things out of 10. Yeah, you're good. No, he's not going to do that. It's the same thing if you go for a job application and you fill it out going, name, date, age. Yeah, I can do stuff. And then give it to your employer and say, I want a job. I want to be paid $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year. You know what I was going to say to you? There's a door. You got nothing to me to prove that you've done anything in your life. It's the same thing with God. You don't do anything. And I'm not talking about going out and giving your life savings away and then being charitable and doing all this. I mean, these things are great. But simple things like someone's walking down the street that you don't know, say, "Good morning, how are you today?" Things like that. Someone's having trouble with a door. Someone, open the door for somebody. Talking to somebody. Hey, someone looks like they got problems going on. And say, "Hey, is everything all right there?" Things like that. Maybe they're going to come back and get the fuck out of my face. I don't need your shit. Who the hell are you to talk to me? Maybe they're going to do that. There might be that split second where they're going to go, "This guy, maybe I should talk to him because I have big problems in my life." Or maybe they won't. But God will see that and say, he made an effort. He made an effort to change that person's life. It's not about you and what you do and do everything great so you can get into heaven. It's about how you help others and care for others. People need hope in their lives right now. This isn't a joke anymore. When I was a kid, I went to church. I sat there. I went like this half the time, trying to stay awake. But to me, it was the same scriptures over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And I got to the point within years to sit there and go in my mind, I'm like, all right, now we're going to say this. Okay, now we're going to say that. Okay, now we're going to stand up. Now we're going to kneel. Now we're going to take the Eucharist. Now we're going to go home. Now I'm going to go home and I'm going to have, my eggs, bacon, and a nice heart roll and all that stuff. And then that was the end of it. I didn't really think about what God meant and what anything that was written and said to us about. I never thought about it. But as you get older, you get closer to that death age. It's time to start thinking about what's going on in your life. Now, sometimes I have to ask myself, why did people turn away from God? And I always come back to that same point. Because I'm selfish and I don't need God. I have everything in my life. I'm totally great. I have Facebook. I have thousands and thousands of fans. Facebook is not your friend. People on there aren't your friends. People just go, oh, he wants me to be his friend. Oh, okay. Now no. Folks, I have over probably 1,000 people on my Facebook, and I might know 5 of them personally. But in my mind and my thinking, because I have this little business ventures thing going on, that's why I have that. So I can, talk to other people. But then one day had that thought, I go, let me put some videos out, talk about, God and this and that and everything else. And then, oh yeah, I have a lot of people that I can reach. And that was all because God said to me, I want you to go out and speak my word. Speak my word to the people. And I've never had anybody or anything like that ever happen to me. And I'm not getting paid for it. I'm not gonna, God's not gonna go, well, he did this video thing for me, so he's in. No, it doesn't work that way. You can't go and do stuff and think that you're gonna, if I do the good things, I'm gonna get in. It don't work that way. It has to be from your heart. It has to be from your soul. That when you help people, it's not this garbage of like, well, if I be good and I give money to this charity, I'll be in. I'll be set. I'm still gonna go sin and drink and have sex and destroy stuff and do whatever I want. But then I'll say, oh yeah, can you forgive me? And everything will be great. That's not how it works, people. God has to be in your life every minute, every second, every day. You have to think about it. You got to think about what you're. Hey, I like that phone over. I think I'll steal it, and I'll ask God for forgiveness, and now everything will be okay. Do you really think that? Do you really think that? You should think again. Folks, I'm going to end it now because I'm sure that either you already turned it off or you're bored with me. But the whole thing is I'm trying to make a point to you. I'm trying to stab you in the eye so you see you understand what's going on in your life, in this world, and in this country. Because one day, when we awaken from our sleep, it'll be all over and there'll be nothing we can do about it. Nothing. You can be the best Christian and believe in God, and a person that believes in God or doesn't believe in God, and it doesn't matter on that last day. Because you will be judged. That's it. Okay. Now that I probably bored you enough, or maybe I educated you enough, or gave you insight, I want to thank you for your time. It's 28 minutes we've been going here. I thank you. I ask that God blesses you. He takes care of you and keeps you safe. And once in a while slaps you in the back of the head and go, I'm trying to get your attention. May God bless you. Have a great day. And all remember, don't get in trouble. Take care. God bless.